Building Forward Better, a resilient women and youth-centered and digitally enhanced value chain development in Vietnam. The Mekong Delta is a vast region that accounts for 40% of Vietnam's total fruit growing area. The region's fruit industry provides jobs and is the primary source of income for locals, but has been severely impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, drought, and saltwater intrusion all at the same time. Following the COVID-19 epidemic, the supply chain was disrupted and tons of goods entered the warehouse but were unable to be sold due to traffic issues. Because of the damaged and rotten goods, the cooperative found itself in a dire financial situation in 2020. Women generally faced more challenges because their children couldn't go to school, thus requiring more care than usual. Youth were also unable to work or generate any income, so they became a burden on their families. Women and youth in particular were hit hard financially due to the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, so they should be at the heart of recovery efforts. Under the sponsorship of the United Nations Multi-Partner Trust Fund, MPTF, the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO, in collaboration with International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD, has developed a fruit value chain model focusing on women and youth with enhanced innovation and technology application in the Mekong Delta, Vietnam. Mrs. Ven is a member of Diong Trom Cooperative, Ben Tre Province. Her main income comes from growing and selling green skin pomelo through her cooperative. Mrs. Ven participated in many capacity-building activities for women and youth-owned production groups within the project framework, with a focus on digital technology and new practices. Diong Trom Green Skin Pomelo Cooperative and many other cooperatives in the project are also gradually accessing new technologies such as intelligent pest monitoring system, freshwater storage pumping system, and water quality monitoring system, all for better crops. Cooperatives also gradually improve the reliability of their products thanks to traceability and labelling of their fruits with Vietgap certification after implementing the standards. To boost consumption, direct agreements and contracts have been signed between cooperatives and enterprises. The project has supported 8,646 direct beneficiaries, including 3,300 women and 257 youth to recover after the pandemic, benefiting 2,576 rural households, 99 cooperatives and groups, and 15 enterprises. 43 producer enterprise contracts have been established. Furthermore, thanks to integration with the policy-making process, women and youth can also produce and conduct business in a more favourable environment. At the key stage of market access, women and youth-owned enterprises have been assisted in strengthening business skills and expanding markets by utilising technological innovation. Chan Thu Fruit Import-Export Company Limited has provided technical and equipment assistance to build a new pomelo preservation model with a capacity of 5 tons per hour. The new coating technology developed by the project extends the shelf life by up to 3 months, reduces plastic waste from plastic wrap, and meets the requirements of the US market. Processed products like dried mangoes, pomelo juice, and pomelo oil also received assistance to improve technology and capacity, increase their economic value, make full use of raw materials, and reduce the risk of dependence on a single product. Support for listing on e-commerce platforms was one of the other interventions to expand the markets for such products. The competitiveness of fruits on the global market was increased thanks to the use of international standard traceability software, training on branding, and trademark registration in potential markets. 15 enterprises and cooperatives have accessed new markets through e-commerce platforms. 4 new innovative products have been introduced. 28 products have entered the markets. The project really marked successful cooperation between two United Nations agencies, IFAD and UNIDO. This model that has been applied really benefits smallholder farmers, in particular women and young people, to raise their incomes and strengthen their resilience and to support better prospect for the development of the rural economy. We believe that the model of inclusive and innovative value chains that has been built here in the Mekong Delta is the force to boost industrialized agriculture, creating high-valued and resilient agricultural value chains to stand future shocks. Women and youth are increasing their income and status by attaining higher competence and becoming successful business owners. Scaling up the model across the rural economy will help the Mekong Delta of Vietnam recover together and move forwards better.